Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Wednesday, the 14th of September. Got a cold front knocking on the door, and that's going to bring some weather changes over the next 36 hours. Let's go in there and take a look at some of the Skycam shots early this morning. How about a look at downtown Haleyville, Alabama, as seen from the Skycam up in Winston County. Another clear and pleasant morning. Most folks are in the upper 50s and low 60s. There's the Tuscaloosa Skycam looking north from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, and down south in Pike County, that's the Troy Skycam up on the end zone of the football stadium at Troy University. Check the water vapor satellite imagery, and again, look at the vortex over Hudson Bay. Very chilly air, coldest of the season so far, coming down into parts of the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest, and we'll keep an eye on that front. Yeah, look at those numbers up there. They're in the 30s. They've got frost on the ground over Minnesota and North Dakota, and that will be slowly creeping south. And again, Texas, hot again. Dallas-Fort Worth yesterday, 105? But this will help to break their heat as well in coming days. Pretty quiet in terms of the watches and warnings. As you expect in September, we rarely have big severe weather issues. Typically, if there's something big going on, it's tropical related this time of the year. We do note a winter weather advisory for parts of the mountains of Colorado. Convective outlook, no organized severe weather expected today or tonight. And the rain for the next 5 days, valid through the weekend, valid through Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, suggesting not very much. A tenth to a quarter inch for most of Alabama, and that sounds about right. Better rains to the north and west. Check the tropical weather scene. Man, it's quiet. We've got Maria, and that's about it. The rest of the Atlantic Basin just as quiet as could be. I think there'll be one more pulse up out there before the season kind of winds down in maybe next 10 to 20 days. But I just get the idea when the next pulse comes, most of them will be Atlantic storms like we've seen all season. There's a look at Maria. Again, top winds at 60 miles an hour. More than likely, this will not become a hurricane. Upper winds don't look especially favorable for strengthening. And there's the track. This thing's going to be passing just west of Bermuda Thursday. There's a tropical storm warning in effect for the island there. And then it heads out to sea, kind of clipping the Canadian Maritimes. Check the OZGFS. This is 7 o'clock local time this evening. Yeah, that looks cold up north, doesn't it? Down below that, the 540 line comes down toward Grand Rapids and Milwaukee. And look at the chance of snow for Duluth and the UP of Michigan. Wow. Love those September snowflakes. All right, and again, the cold front is north of us. And again, today for us, we should stay dry and pretty warm with highs around 90 in most spots. All right, let's go to tomorrow morning. This is 7 o'clock local time tomorrow morning. The front is easing in here, and that suggests kind of a dying band of showers. So there's a chance you might drive to work, with some rain tomorrow, but probably nothing heavy or widespread. It looks like the main window for showers may be about midnight tonight until mid-morning tomorrow. And by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, the showers are down in South Alabama. And we turn cooler tomorrow. Hey, the NAM has a high of only 75. I like that. The GFS is at 80, but clearly most places around here will not make it out of the 70s tomorrow. So after the very hot weather we're having today, it'll be much cooler tomorrow. Friday looks nice. Highs upper 70s. Partly sunny. Showers limited to extreme southeast Alabama. And Saturday, as we kick off the weekend, looks like a nice day. The high close to 80. Humidity should be low. Start the day probably in the upper 50s. And looks great for football. And Sunday looks good. Sky will stay partially sunny. We'll start to see numbers come up a little bit, probably low 80s. And by Monday, the nice pattern that brought that cold front is lifted, and the westerlies are up on the Canadian border. We got a flat ridge, and down below that would suggest probably mid-80s. And there's Tuesday of next week, and there's no strong cold front. That idea is kind of coming off the table now. For a couple of days ago, the GFS advertised a big trough cold front coming in, much cooler. For now, that's off the table. And there's Wednesday, a week from today. Weak front northwest of here never makes it. But I'll show you a pattern that will push a cold front through here. How about that? September 25th, a little later in the month, if that's right. Big ridge out west, big trough over the east. Nice shot of cool air coming down the pike with that cold front. Ooh, boy, that'll be good. Just maybe that'll get us in the 40s down here for the first time. And 4 days later, the end of the forecast on the 29th, the pattern relaxes, still nice continental air in place, and a tropical system where, in the Atlantic, like we've talked about, generally speaking, this sure looks like the season of the Atlantic storm and not the Gulf storm, although it's possible. We had one, Lee, that wet us down. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.